last game was the ball never touched the ground, though, but he was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Miller with the ball. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. One of the highlights of the year last season, Alabama went into Nashville coming off a win against Georgia and got knocked out of Nashville with their first loss to Vandy since 1969. Anything can happen in this crazy sport.
It was magic. It was crazy. It was Pavia time, right? Like the 4th down conversions, they held the ball for most of the game. And, Jesse, remember, this is what kept the Tide out of the playoffs. You think they're a little upset?
Definitely, and they're going to have to do a better job defensively with that gun option scheme we saw from Vanderbilt in that game a year ago. They didn't have any answer for that. A few interceptions early by Jalen Milroe, put him behind the 8 ball, so we just need a better effort from Alabama on both sides.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here's the give off the left side. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Alabama!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work for the first time today. They are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, Dave.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
it's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Buys a little time. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Simpson. Going to take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. And he'll hold it and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the air, it's Simpson. Gets open down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. The quick out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback,
looking to take a shot. Got it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's trying to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown tie. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
There he goes! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First down and 10. Using his legs, it's Alexander. Oh, a lot of space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a first and 10. Gets the back moving. Off play action on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line in recent years.
And the Commodores want to move quickly. Catch in the middle, it's Stowers. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it first and 10. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Horton. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll immediately call timeout.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And man, the defense really needed to stop.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Quickly complete. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Wide out trying to get it in. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an up.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on third down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more. They're dealing with a second and long. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Slings it downfield. Finds a man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with with a second down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
To the air, it's Simpson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Back to pass on second down. Got it! He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Trying to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll line up for a second down play. The inside handoff. There he goes. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Now they'll try the right side. Turning on the Jets. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
It's a seam wide open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to